The presidents of Harvard University and the University of Pennsylvania recently stepped down after their leadership on combating anti-Semitism on campus was questioned following a congressional hearing last month.
At Harvard, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment, yes or no?
It can be, depending on the context.
It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign.
Claudine Gay did eventually resign, but in response to criticism and allegations of plagiarism, which she denies. House Republicans are now looking into investigating more U.S. universities beyond their anti-Semitism policies. With the backdrop of the culture wars and growing political divisions in the United States, free speech analysts say openly discussing topics like abortion, race, and diversity has become particularly sensitive on campus.
Many groups of administrators politically lean left, many groups of students, especially at certain schools, schools on the East Coast, for example, tend to lean very far left. And when students are expressing views that aren't in line with some of those viewpoints, particularly when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, we are seeing divergent viewpoints being silenced.
Some faculty members are either being forced out, fired, or they found the atmosphere for research and teaching so oppressive, many of them have quit.
But amid the conservative push for broader higher education reforms, the nonprofit PEN America cautions that meaningful changes to protect free speech should come from within the educational institutions themselves.
Where we have great concern is when we see politicians who are attempting to make those reforms and in the form, as we have seen, of legislation like educational gag orders, prescribing what can and cannot be taught on campuses.
Beyond how the political wars play out, universities can take steps to promote a culture of free speech, says First Amendment law professor Eugene Volokh.
I think universities should have more panels or debates on things like abortion, race-based affirmative action, transgender rights, immigration, both legal and illegal immigration.
Those kind of events, he noted, would teach students the importance of listening and engaging with views they may not necessarily agree with. Verónica Valderas Iglesias, VOA News, Washington.